Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Everyone seems to have a Facebook account these days, and I know that right now I have about 500 people I need to re-friend on Facebook because they friended me, and I haven't yet reciprocated. And apparently Facebook is thinking about getting into the music biz, and I've had a few friends share their opinions with me. Uh, One person in particular had some very strong opinions, and so I brought her in on a Skype call. Mona, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so Mona, why are you so upset at Facebook? Seems that every other week you're getting mad at them.
Well, it's not that I'm mad at them. I'm just angry that they keep adding features that our browsers, number one, can't keep up with. I know for a fact that Firefox keeps crashing every time I launch Facebook because of all this extra script that we don't need. Not only that, but they have all these useless applications. I mean, it's a mess. I go in, I log in, I don't know where to go, I don't know where to start, I don't know how to choose my options, I don't know how to change my options. Heck, I don't even know how to delete a friend. And so for them to try to venture out into music, adding more stuff into the mess that it already is not going to make me want to log on even more. Period.
Well, now
I mean, I don't understand. And not only that, but they don't have privacy options for messaging. So I get messages every single day from all these random people that aren't even my friends. Even MySpace has messaging options. You know, what's the problem here?
you've been a Facebook user for quite a while. I mean,
Yes, I have.
you're not just a new user. You've had some pretty strong opinions as far as the switch from the old Facebook to the new Facebook.
Yes, I have a big, huge. Well, first, when they launched out the beta version, I thought it was great that Facebook gave the option for users to go back to the old Facebook if they wanted to. But then when they took that option completely away and made us stick to the new version, it was like we weren't prepared for it, and we were all shoved with this thing that's so unintuitive, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
Did you
No sense to me.
In fact, did you see that statistically speaking, Facebook apps, their deployment and actual, well, deployment's about the same, but the pickup of a Facebook app has dropped off dramatically since the new Facebook was unleashed.
Well, that's because nobody can find it. I mean, where are they?
I
I
you,
mean, first of all, Facebook apps are pointless. I mean, I don't want to virtually tend a garden. I don't want to virtually flirt with you. I don't care who wants to give me a hug. I don't want to get into a mob war, whatever the crap that is.
well,
I mean, it's just ludicrous.
yeah, I just want to go on record by saying that I've never poked anybody ever in.
That is the most retarded thing ever. You know how you were saying the other day that the only thing that you do when you go into Facebook is to remove pokes
Right.
and add friends?
Right, and in fact, I'm an edge case, but I literally have 500 people in my queue to be added as friends or reciprocated, because I very seldom will add someone as a friend on any social network, because inevitably they'll either find me or it really doesn't matter to me. But there is an ignore all. There's not a confirm all, which to me seems a little counterintuitive. But it is
No,
nice that
there
they added.
isn't.
Well, the ignore all. You don't know where that is?
Yeah. So we all need tutorials on how to do this. And it's like, what really makes me angry about Facebook is that it was really simple at first. It was user friendly. People were in there, even grandmothers were using it. And then all of a sudden, when they exploded, they just started trying to be more quote unquote innovative or, venture into new worlds or whatever. But it's like, it's not what we want. And I don't understand why they don't listen to us. And it's to the point, the reason why it's so ridiculous to me is that now that they have the user base, they feel like it's, free reign to do whatever they want because they know that people aren't going anywhere. And that's ridiculous.
Well, I'm in agreement with you. I had problems with the first iterations of Facebook that I used. I mean, I don't know when I signed up for my Facebook account a year or so ago. Maybe it was longer than that. But it was always confusing to me. And now the newer Facebook seems to be um, a little more complex, which I think I appreciate at one level, but it's also very confusing. So I really don't know what to do when I go on there, and the only page that I seem to really care about is the live stream that is constantly updated when my friends update something in their profile or add an application or whatever. That to me is the most interesting page on Facebook.
Is that the home screen?
I don't know. I think it's the live screen. I'm not sure. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't.
I really don't either. I don't understand. Why is this okay?
Oh, it's not. And I don't know how many people really like the new Facebook, or maybe it's just that we think about it way too much, and that's why we're so confused. Are we the only ones who seem confused by the new Facebook?
I'm not sure the voices are 50-50. It's either people really love it or people really hate it. And there's no medium. People are just like, well, whatever. It is what it is. But I mean, I don't think I'm complaining for the sake of complaining. But my question is, how do we get our voices heard? I mean, it's ridiculous. They need to be stopped.
Well, so wait, what catalyzed this? I mean, you've had some issues, of course, with Facebook in the past. This is not new. It's almost par for the course coming from you. But what was it today that set you off specifically?
It was the rumor that I read in a New York Post that said that Facebook is looking to venture into music, just like MySpace. And then I read an article on a technology blog about how enterprise software they focus they focus more on like technology and features and not the user side, which I think a lot of developers fail to recognize that users can't keep up, whether it be because of our software or because of our machines. But it just keeps getting worse and worse, and everything just keeps getting clustering, and all this script overload is just a pain. I mean, I think Ajaxy sites, are great, but my browser can't keep up. And it's frustrating when I have about 10 tabs open and then one, you know, picture uploader that's JavaScript just crashes everything and crashes all my windows. It's just ridiculous. I don't understand. And I mean, I think it's great that technology is advancing, but I just want people to be able to keep us, the users, in mind.
Well, do you have any specific suggestions? I mean, not like we know anybody important at Facebook, but like if you were able to talk to developers or certainly the founders, Mark himself, Zuckerberg, what would you suggest? I mean, in terms of a directive, rather than the direction that they are going, where else could they possibly go?
To reevaluate the rudimentary aspect of the site. For example, very simple things like messaging. I mean, it's great that they're adding all these new features, but still, I'm still getting spam messages from people that I don't want. Where are my privacy settings? Where are my privacy options? Well, what if I wanted a simple layout? Why can't I have the option to have a simple layout in lieu of, the layout with all this crap overload? I mean, why can't they provide the options?
It'd almost be nice to be able to set your account to ignore all applications
Right,
altogether.
right. Or make things a little more simple. I have to hunt and peck throughout everything to find out how I can stop notifying all my friends if I upload a picture. Or, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, is it me?
No, I don't think so. I think someone just asserted that Zuckerberg has got a pair of really huge tracts of land. That makes no sense. You're not a Monty Python fan, are you?
No, sorry.
All right, fair enough. So then, this doesn't stop you from using Facebook, does it? I mean, you're not curbing your regular habits.
Well, see, that's the part that sucks, is because it's not that I don't have a choice, but I have a lot of friends on Facebook, childhood friends, teachers, adults, professional relationships on Facebook that from people who refuse to go on MySpace. So it's either MySpace or Facebook, and I mean, people, we can simply say, well, why not keep in touch via email? But then there are still so many people that I connected with through Facebook that I just can't give it up. And it sucks because we don't have a choice. It's either MySpace or Facebook when it comes to networking.
Well, could someone, in theory, and since I've never really developed a Facebook app, I've talked with people who have. Certainly, there's the Geeks Facebook app that was made. Is there a way to kind of have a Facebook experience with messaging through the API so that someone could almost make a cleaner Facebook without having the user go to Facebook?
Not that I heard. No, not that I'm aware of. But that's a really great idea.
Well, I
Just
mean, you know what I'm saying? Like to basically
yeah,
strip it down. I mean, I know that I've got with Adium, which is my universal instant messaging client on Mac OS 10. Do you use Adium?
yes.
Okay. There is in the new version you could connect it to your Facebook account as well as your MySpace account and get the messaging through Adium rather than having to go to Facebook.com itself. And that, to a certain degree, kind of provides us somewhat of a balance, at least for
Wait.
me.
So you can check messages through ADM?
You can't check email through Adium, but I just learned of something, and I think we're going to be blogging the commentary that was sent back to me. Is it Cat? Are you around? I don't know if Cat's around. I think it was like something called nutshellmail.com. Cat, do you know
Okay.
if that was nutshellmail.com?
I'm here.
I'm trying to remember. It's a new web service that basically lets you send and receive your Facebook and I think at this point MySpace emails without having to go to either Facebook or MySpace.com.
Oh, that is an awesome solution. Remember we were
Yeah,
just
it's
talking about that?
nutshellmail.com.
How it would be great if we can access the messages without actually having to have to log into Facebook.
Right. That's
It
the way it
takes me
should be.
about 5 minutes to log in, and I'm on WebKit.
Right.
The nightly build. If I was on Firefox, it takes me like 10 minutes to even launch like the
Oh,
front page.
wait.
Wait, so what is it called?
Go to someone just typed it in chat. It is we verified nutshellmail.com. Nutshell, like a little, in a nutshell,
Right.
mail.com. Uh, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be typing up some of the notes that were passed back to me as I signed up for a beta subscription just to see what it was like, and it does an okay job, and I think it's got a lot of promise. Essentially, in a matter of time, they will make it easier for you to sign up for these various social network accounts and have your the mail passed to those accounts sent back to your regular inbox. It's not at, yeah,
Wow.
it's not at that stage yet. But I'm with you on those frustrations because I get some people who mail me on Facebook, and I check it very rarely. Some people do it on MySpace, and I can't check it because it just takes time to load every single page. And like you, I'm using. I think you just mentioned you're using the WebKit nightly builds, which
Right.
has a fantastic JavaScript engine for rendering a lot of the AJAX calls, or parsing, executing, however you want to say it. The thing, if you're using Firefox, you might take a look at the Firefox 3.1 beta. It shipped with their new JavaScript engine. Although I think you have to do a toggle for it. It's not turned on by default in the beta. But that may
Okay.
if you use
So it's
Firefox,
not
it should
a dev
default.
option?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay. Yeah, no, I switched. Well, that's a whole different topic.
Right.
I don't think I'm ever going back to
Well,
Firefox again.
but it's very it's important that you bring this up because you're right. Facebook is very very JavaScript intensive, and a lot of people log in with web browsers that simply aren't optimized. I'd be interested to find out their browser statistics, specifically what kind of browsers people are using. And I'd wager that a lot of people are using Internet Explorer. So I can
Right.
only imagine how horrible Facebook is on IE 7, IE 8, and certainly IE 6.
I know.
Oh,
I I truly, truly, truly feel for them. I truly feel for them.
But
That's why, I'm so excited for Chrome
yeah.
to come out for Mac. I'm also excited for Safari 3,
Hmm.
like we were talking about. And
Oh,
I,
so
but
Firefox 3.1, you mean? You said
Safari, the next
oh,
version of
four.
Safari.
4 then.
4,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
4. And once I made the switch, I can't go back to Firefox, especially since all the newer sites. I participate in a lot of social networking sites, and a lot of the sites are Ajaxy, quote unquote Ajaxy,
Right.
with a lot of script heavy features. And so I think it's great that Chrome and WebKit have separate processes. And
What
I'm also really, really excited about that, but that's a whole different topic.
do you
But
think
still,
that
that net back to the nutshell mail thing,
right?
it still doesn't solve my problem of privacy options. I mean, even if I do get all of these emails, separately consolidated into whatever mail I'm using, it still doesn't change the fact that I'll get tons of unwanted messages. And I also don't understand. I mean, do you think Facebook is trying to um, get people to socialize through apps, like throwing gummy bears and like inviting people to virtually hug? Is that kind of a way to break people into socializing?
You got me because I don't participate in any of that.
I really hope that they don't try to shift the market that way, because I'd much rather socialize via conversation and actual interactions than virtual actions. But
Well,
that's me.
no, and I think that's fine. It seems that you use Facebook largely for the your friends who use Facebook, not necessarily because you like live on the site.
Yeah, but see, I was reading some of the talks from their big conference, and they're saying that they want to encourage more people to socialize and more people to share data and share information. But it's like, how are they planning to do so? You know?
Oh, they don't. They haven't outlined a plan. They just hope it's going to be gummy bear throwing.
Well, they're threading comments. If
Oh,
you noticed, with people's posted items and
yes,
stuff.
yes.
And so I think that one way encourages, I guess, interactions and socializations, and your network can grow through the through the comment threads. But still, I really hope this isn't the direction that a lot of different sites and services are heading towards, because I've seen. I'm not sure if you're familiar with like social media and strands.
Do share.
There are two new, I guess, newer aggregating sites, kind of like a friend feed, but they're very script intensive. And so it's like Facebook, where everything pops up in your face, everything's all over the place, it takes forever to load, and things like that.
Even
So,
in WebKit,
what?
even in the WebKit browser.
Even in the WebKit, I mean, it's quicker. It's quicker than Facebook, but it's still a pain. To add one friend, you have to wait for it. You click on the person's profile, and then a window pops up, and then another window pops up, and another window pops up, and it's like, it's just too much. It's too much. Why can't we keep things simple?
Hey, Mona, I'm with you. And at this point, I'm not going to share your email address since you're big into privacy, but I'm going to share mine if that's okay.
Sure.
My email address is chris@pirillo.com. Feel free to friend me on any social network. It may take me a while for to reciprocate that friendship gesture, and I will not likely install any apps that involve the throwing of candy. Uh, Not since the parade accident of 1978 that I suffered, and that's largely why I have to wear these glasses. I'm just kidding. Anyway, you're more than welcome to stop by our somewhat of a social network at geeks.pirillo.com. And I know that it is certainly not perfect, but it is continuously evolving as the developers work on that particular platform for posting videos, photos, uploading audio, changing your profile. It's kind of like a cross between Facebook and MySpace. That's what a lot of people who have signed up for an account have said. Don't need to sign up for an account if you don't want to. I'm just saying it's there. And the chat room's also here for you to stop by and say hello. And we're typically talking tech, hardware, software. Sometimes we talk about services that can be found on the internet. Anything that's really related to our daily lives as far as technology is concerned. And the chat room, of course, is sewn into this video, which we have now recorded. And the video that we recorded was recorded live, as I've got this live internet stream going out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.